That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Derek White is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then there's Towns. Then there's Wagner. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Suggs with the ball. Outside Durant, the 3, nailed from three-point land.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
White the pass to Towns. Ivy on the wing. Pass to Salon. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Washington with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. It's Vassell on the wing. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age, and so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Durant. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Salon.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Wagner. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Here's Wagner. 8 points his last outing. White looking around. And Towns the bucket on the assist by White. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Suggs against White. Durant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Wizards.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Towns, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Anunoby. 9 points last game out. And now, a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, Kevin. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They bolstered their lineup by bringing in the savvy veteran, Drew Holiday. He's a hard-nosed, versatile defender who can play both guard spots, and he's a leader on and off the court, guys. Plus, you know he brings that championship pedigree.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. There's Wagner with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Wagner had that itch. He wanted some revenge there.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Here's Rollins. There's a minute 40 left here in the opening quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and roll so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
Here's Suggs. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Capella. Now, Nesmith. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Mobley. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Otter's checked in. Vassell against Rollins. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Nice defense from KD.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Pajemski. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And Cleveland making a change here.
Number 30.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Suggs looking around. From the arc. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Suggs. Suggs has got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Washington. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Cleveland ball.
And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season. Some stats for Durant. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Durant is out there with Suggs. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Mobley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And this is game one of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in the drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
Washington leading now by 9. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. There's Wagner with the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And he's good on the first of 3. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the 76ers. Wagner outside. To the inside. Here's Rollins. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Wizards leading by 4. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Dort from past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Pass to Strus. It's stolen by Capella. With the break of the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Second, the Cavaliers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
That free throw, no good. Ranked last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the third most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Towns, who's checked in for Clint Capella. Jaden Ivey comes in for Neesmith. And Derek White subbed in for Rollins. Strus's shot is good.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Ivey. Down low, kicks it out to Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Wagner's got 6 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Dort. Shoots the 3, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Now Wagner fires the 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had for 3.
Ivey on the wing. Outside, White. Pass to Towns. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
DiVincenzo passes to Dort. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2, and he makes that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Washington with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's defended by Podziemski.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Last year, getting it done. He was around 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Cleveland also making some changes. Salon's checked in, and Rollins subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. 3 on the clock. Fires from deep. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here is Vassell. He's got 6. The 3 from KD. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Now, here's Ivy. Last game he had 10 points. Hits it from three-point range.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Durant kicks to Mobley. Action coming off the assist from KD. Mobley's got it all tied up now for Washington. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look.
In Holiday, they get a guy who can do a bit of everything. What I love is that even when he isn't putting up huge number, he's still an impact maker.
And guys, let's take a look at the Wizards in that first half. Neither side able to build a significant lead through 2.
You can't win playing pass.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. They've got Ivy. Also, Derek White is out there. Franz Wagner is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Wasted no time on that one. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
While Wagner certainly has that range, Franz is working on becoming more efficient from out there.
Pass to Durant from downtown. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Salon. Here's Ivy. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Outside, Suggs. A kick out to Anunoby. Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Wagner outside. And he drives in.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
Suggs up top. Light covering. Durant way outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wagner passes to White. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Suggs against White, and Suggs throws it down.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs were a problem on the drive.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Pass to Salon. Back to White. Now Ivy. Now here's Wagner. And the 3 off target. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Suggs against White. And Salon gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Mobley a screen on White. Outside, KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby kicks to KD. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Towns with the bucket.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Anunoby with the screen for Durant. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach balder than me.
Neesmith, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Rollins comes in for White. Pass to Towns. Here's Ivy. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one goes on Anunoby.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Capella's checked in. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that? And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Outside, Towns. The Cavaliers again can't hit. DiVincenzo against Capella. It's Strus on the wing. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Driving inside. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Pass to Dort. And stolen by Ivy. Here's Rollins. Now Towns. Shoots over Strus. Towns, no luck. Towns with the steal. Here's Neesmith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. DiVincenzo against Rollins. They could use a bucket. No good that time.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we're just moments. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Cavaliers leading by 5. OG Anunoby is out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Durant. Then there's Suggs. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wagner finds Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Anunoby. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Left side Durant. He had stolen by Capella. Pass to Neesmith. No good that time. Good D by Anunoby. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
The Cavaliers leading. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Suggs against Wagner. Over Suggs. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Washington shooting well. 50% from the floor. Screen by Durant. Suggs passes to KD. Shoots from the elbow. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Podziemski on the wing. Capella finds Wagner. Cleveland moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Washington.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
The shot by KD. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. To the middle. Stolen by Durant. A 3 ball. And there's Suggs on the assist by KD.
Impressive dime from KD. You look at his assist numbers over his career, and they are elite for his position.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, well during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And so White will bring it up for Cleveland. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Wizards trail by 5. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Huge points from Durant. He lives for these spots.
Now Wagner lets loose a 3. Rebounded by Anunoby. Now here's Durant. He's guarded close and stolen by White. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Towns, and there's the jump up.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
It's Suggs with the try, and it's sent back by White. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Outside, Suggs. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5.
An in-your-face defender. Ivy won't give an inch. Disrupted the rhythm of that play.
Rips it down with 2 hands.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now Durant, a deep 3. What a shot by Durant!
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
And that one is good! Now Suggs. Anunoby is screen on White. It's Suggs with the drive.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
Wizards trail by 6. Right side, Suggs. Off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Wagner against Vassell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Wagner outside. Towns a screen on Vassell. And there's the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on them here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Vassell! And the 3 misses. So it's Cleveland winning this one. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. Their record is now 1 up and 1 down.
And Kevin, I thought their energy and effort was outstanding. I mean, backs against the wall, and they delivered.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Franz Wagner.